M. Night Shyamalan is back with the suspense. Trapped. It's time to talk about it. Let's go. What's going on, everyone? Klep Napier from wearecritix.com, and today we are here to talk about, breakdown, and review the latest suspense thriller from director M. Night Shyamalan titled Trap. That's right. This film stars Josh Hartnett, a kind of unrecognizable Hailey Mills for all you Parent Trap fans out there. It also stars M. Night's real-life daughter, Saleka Shyamalan. Also stars a very young, talented Ariel Donahue, Allison Pill, and a very weird cameo from Kid Cudi. But in good fashion, before I talk about what I think of this film, let me give you a little gist of what this film is about. That's right. Again, directed by M. Night Shyamalan, suspense thriller following a dad, Josh Hartnett, and his young teenage daughter, Ariel Donahue. And it's her favorite pop singer. She is finally going to a concert. Her dad is bringing her to this concert. The very, very cool bonding experience for the father and daughter. As they are at this concert, as you've seen in the trailers, you notice there is a big police presence, and I'm talking from SWAT, from regular blues to some FBI agents, just kind of congregating around this concert. It is then explained to Josh Hartnett's character by a vendor that they are there to set up a trap to catch a very known killer or serial killer that is known for kidnapping people in their city by the name of the Butcher. That's right. So we find out, even in the trailer, so no spoilers, guys and girls, we find out that the Butcher is actually Josh Hartnett's character. So he is trapped in this concert with his daughter, trying to maneuver his way out without, one, being suspicious around his kid, and two, being caught by the authorities. And what did I think of Trap? Trap is a very interesting film. I'm not gonna lie. When I was done with it, I wasn't sure how I was feeling, because it's a roller coaster. It's definitely a roller coaster, and we know how M. Night Shyamalan is known for doing these suspense thrillers that are kind of up and down, and then kind of at the end it could be a letdown. I left the theater unsure of whether or not I think this movie is worthy of praise, but it was very entertaining. And I'm going to tell you why I think it's very entertaining. For a good portion of this movie, and I mean the very beginning to maybe second to third act, it is just a commercial for his daughter's music career. And what I mean by that is that this movie plays as a very, very well produced concert movie. I'm talking like all the music is original, all the music is sung, written by his daughter, Saleka, and it's good. It's good music. It's good performing. It's good. The stage presence, everything. Like after a while, you're like, I mean, M. Night should just direct her concert movie for her, because that's essentially what you get in this movie. The backdrop, it's supposed to play as the backdrop, but it's a lot in the forefront of what's going on, because in and out of the scenes, you're getting outfit changes, you're getting new set designs, you're getting new music. Every scene that they show you when they bring you to the concert portion of the movie. Then you kind of get into the gist of Josh Hartnett's character, and him finding out that they're there to catch him, and then you're kind of on the edge of your seat, like, what is this guy gonna do? How's he gonna get out? You kind of in a sense start rooting for him, like you want him to get out and get free, because you fall in love with his daughter so much that you're like, you don't want him to go down because you don't want her to feel any way. It's weird. It's a very, very weird take on the way that this film kind of like flows. Once you get past the concert portion of it and you get into the actual cat and mouse between Hailey Mills' character, who is sort of like a Dr. Loomis. She's like a profiler. She understands this guy. And I pretty much, they don't allude to it, but I think she's literally the only one who can actually identify him. Because throughout the film, they're trying to figure out, they're interrogating people. And I'm not trying to spoil this for you, but I mean, you get the meat of the story and what's going to happen in the trailer. If you've watched the trailer, you know that there's some kind of a chase or some kind of a cat and mouse thing. They don't know who he is, and they're still trying to figure out who he is. It gets a little interesting with that, and you're on the edge of your seat. At some point, you're rooting for him only because of his daughter. You fall in love with her immediately. And then it kind of falls off the rails because things get a little too easy for him. This is one portion that I'm gonna have to spoil for you guys, just because I feel like it's necessary to know like the tone of this film and what to expect. If you don't want to hear it, walk away. But I'm going to tell you this one portion of why it feels like it gets a little too easy for this guy. In the trailer, you notice that he's talking to a vendor who's telling him why the police are there. Now, in the movie, they establish that this is a very important thing. Everybody's in on it. The vendors, the security, the stage, everyone is in, including... Everyone's in on it. I'll just leave it at that. I don't want to ruin that. Everyone's in on it. But they're just handing out information. They're just handing out information to this guy. Like, Josh Hartnett doesn't exactly look like the most wholesome guy in this movie. Like, you don't look at him and say, oh, you're not a creep at all. No, you look at him and you're like, this guy could be shady if he wanted to. And everybody that he attempts to kind of get a little bit of information out of in the most casual sense, just volunteers the information. It's like, okay, like this is supposed to be a very important, dangerous day. Everyone's in on it. Yes, they have all these people within this concert. There's a concert going on, but everybody that is there knows that this is a trap. But yet there are people, even people of higher position, willing to just tell information because somebody seemed nice enough to kind of open up to. It's the dumbest thing. It's like the worst part of the movie. Another part of the movie that you don't kind of grasp. No, I don't want to give that away, because if I give that away, it kind of just ruins the twist. Because it's a tad little twist in it that you probably won't really see coming. I didn't really see it coming. It's not like a wow, mind-blowing twist, but yeah, there's a bit of a twist at the end of it. But I kind of didn't see why that would have happened based on the individuals who are involved. And that's all I can really say without giving away too much. Hopefully you'll understand what I mean by that. And if you don't, go see the movie and then come back and then maybe we could talk about what I mean by that. But I'll say it one more time. The twist is everything that went down because of one thing. But I don't see that actually playing out the way it would have in real life because of the individuals involved in the trap. I don't see why anyone would do that. And I'll leave it at that. But overall, it's entertaining because the music's great. The concert portion of it is great. The music is really good. And you can actually listen to the soundtrack of this film. It's on Spotify and Apple Music. The music, like all the music performed by Saleka, is available on all your streaming platforms. If you like it. Listen, I thought a lot of the music was good. There's even cameos in the movie. Kid Cudi appears, but he plays a different name. But the actual song, I think it's called Divine, is actually available, and it says featuring Kid Cudi. So if you want to hear that song, you can listen to it. But yeah, this movie for the most part, and they talk about this in some of the interviews, that her and her dad were looking for a way to kind of work together because she's into music, he's into film, and this, ladies and gentlemen, this is essentially a giant hour and some change commercial for her music career, at the same time letting M. Night do what he does best and give a little creepy suspense thriller story in the back with her as the backdrop. It means well, but doesn't end well, if that makes any sense. For me, you may feel differently. You may go into this film and be like, hey, that movie was brilliant from beginning to end. Don't just, hold my word for it. I'm just giving you my experience. I didn't hate it. I just didn't walk out of it like exactly loving it. And that's all I'm going to say about Trap, ladies and gentlemen. Like, comment, share, make sure you subscribe. Let me know, are you super excited to see this movie? I know a lot of people are. The trailer is great. The trailer is exactly what you're going to get. It doesn't lie to you. It tells you exactly what you're going to get, and you go in for that. But, it can drag in some places, and then a lot of the situations are just not believable. But other than that, I mean, it's entertaining. And Josh Hartnett does a great job at being a psychopath. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, again, like, comment, share, make sure you subscribe. And for more movie news, television news, and pop culture, make sure you guys are checking out wearecritix.com. And I'll talk to you all later. Peace.